Hey, if you are watching this live over on YouTube, welcome. If you're watching this in our Facebook group, the Sphere Builder Experiment, welcome from rainy, stormy New Zealand on a Saturday. It's amazing to be with you guys today. I want to cover the three monumental shifts that you must make if you want people in your circle, in your sphere of influence, those closest to you in real life and on social media, if you want them to help you, to refer you, to tell the world about you, to just be your number one raving fan, it will make your life so much easier. It won't be you on your own anymore, but there are three shifts that you've got to make. And if you can make these shifts, your life is going to be richer. It's going to be more rewarding. It's going to be more energized. It's going to be just so good. So let's jump in and have a look at this. Grab a piece of paper. Just grab a piece of paper and a pen. I think you're going to find this super helpful. You're going to want to take notes. And if you are watching this live, then please comment live underneath this video. If you're watching it on replay, comment replay. And as we go through the video, if you could engage, comment, answer back, be cheeky, say stupid shit to me, whatever it is. Just talk with me as I go through this. It'll be hugely helpful, very encouraging for me personally to know that people out there are listening and are taking action and changing their lives with this material. And it'll help other people in the group see it too. So please, if you agree to comment and engage, just type yes in the comment box underneath this video. That would be so good. All right, grab your piece of paper. Grab a pen, a crayon, a pencil, something that will allow you to take notes as we go in right here and we look at this right here. Hey, super excited. On your piece of paper right now, I want you to draw something. I want you to draw a simple triangle, And inside that triangle, I want you to write all your goals. Now, don't write all your goals down right now, but just think about your goals and put all your goals into the center of the triangle, because the three shifts that I'm going to share with you today, the three monumental shifts to get people excited around you, the only way to reach all your goals, I promise you, is if you make all these shifts. You have to stop trying to get there on your own. If you could have got there on your own, you would have done so already. Right, and so the first reason why you're not being able to reach all of your goals and you are not having the success that you know is written in the stars for you to have is you're what we call cold connected. In other words, if only you had better connections. You know, you've probably looked at other people and said, it's all right for them. They went to the right school. They're connected. You know, they know these people. They got a leg up. They got the family inheritance, whatever it is. They had a connection that made their success possible. And you sort of lament the fact that you don't have the connections that they have. Well, today is the day to go on a journey to do something about it and change that. Because when you change your connections, you change the outcome of your life. And so we want to go from you having cold connections to having what we call catalytic connections. In chemistry, a catalyst is required for a chemical reaction to occur or for it to occur strongly. And one of the challenges for you, I guarantee, is you've been trying to make this happen with people who don't really give you energy. And it's like, even just thinking about those people drops you down a little bit, right? Because you're like, I've got to try and get them. They've let me down before. Their efforts are half-hearted. Just being with this person doesn't inspire me. And if you want to change dramatically the course of your life and go after some really big goals, some significant goals, then simply by changing your connections, you can actually completely change your life. And so we want to shift number one, from you being cold connected to being catalytically connected with some incredible people. We're going to talk a bit about that today. And one of the things that we do, just in case you're wondering, in the Sphere Builder Experiment group and in our Sphere Builder Academy, is we do small tasks together that shift you from being coldly connected to being catalytically connected. So, in other words, let's identify some people who give you energy. And let's say these particular words to them and see what happens. Let's spend more time with these people. Let's focus our love and attention on the people who have the ability to give back to us. Let's be intentional as human beings in choosing our relationships. You have probably been very intentional in going after your goals, are frustrated that you're not there yet, but you probably haven't been so intentional in building a circle of people around you who can help you reach those goals. I wonder if that's why you've not reached them yet. So that's step number one, shift number one. We got to start putting our attention on people who give us energy. Step number two, and the another shift we're looking at is you've kind of been talking in the wrong rooms. Have you ever thought, man, if only I could get in front of this person, if only I could have 5 minutes with this person. Keep it decent. I could prove to them that I'm the most amazing human being in the entire world. If I could have 5 minutes with that client, they would know that I was better at selling houses than that turkey that they chose, right? But instead, you're in this room with people at a price point you don't want to sell sometimes, or people who aren't quite your kind of person. And you're like, I'm in the wrong room. I'm having the wrong kind of conversations. And so what we want to do is shift you from being in this wrong room, having the wrong conversations, to having compelling conversations with people who matter. And when you are having the kinds of conversations that bring life to you and life to the other people, there's this creative genius that gets birthed. There's this energy that starts to snowball, and you have momentum like you've never had it before. And so that's the second shift. We want to change the kinds of conversations that we're having. We want to move from just top of mind conversations, which are dull, to center of heart conversations, which are memorable and inspiring and actually elevate you above your competition. Have you considered for one moment, and let me know in the comments, have you considered for one moment that your competitors are all trying to be top of mind? And that's a competitive spot. But if you have the strategies to go for their heart, to really connect on an emotional, friendly, relational, human level, you'll have far less competition. Have you considered that? Yes or no in the comments. And then the third shift we want to make is chances are you've been going after all your goals and it's been what you could consider a solo journey, and you've been quite all right with that. In fact, you've probably said, look, these are my goals. These are my dreams. It's up to me. I'm the one that's going to make it happen. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to give it everything I've got. And congratulations. That's amazing. However, it's also incredibly unlikely to be successful, because we know that solo journeys can only achieve small things, but journeys that involve other people can achieve great things. Incredible things can be done by groups of people. And so what we want to do is say, let's shift you from trying to do everything on your own to building what we call a team of committed collaborators around you. People who will collaborate, help you, inspire you, pick you up, push you on. Your journey is still your journey. However, these people are the kinds of characters that in your darkest moments will lift you up, and in your highest moments will push you forward and keep you honest. And you don't have to pay them at all. This is not about having a team. This is about having people, relationships, which inspire you and actually physically and tangibly help you. When we can get there, that's amazing. And again, you'll see we put sphere builder experiments, because every week when we work with people, we're either trying to shift them from having cold connections to warm connections, from having wrong room conversations to compelling conversations, or from taking people from a solo journey to helping them form really committed, collaborative relationships. Because in the end of the day, those three things matter. Most people at the end of their life want to have had a life filled where they were surrounded by people who gave them energy, where they just had the kinds of relationships that were life-giving. And most people know at the end of the day that it wasn't the amount of money they made, but it was the interactions they had with other humans, conversations that changed lives. And most people know at the end of their days that if they did any work, it would have been far more rewarding to have achieved something with another group of people. And so this is what our systems build on, things that really matter. And here's the recipe for success. You've probably gone from thinking you need a big list of people, right? A huge list of people, to actually perhaps now, as I'm talking, realizing that it's the quality of the connection that's far more important. And we help people just say, look, let's go after 100 catalytic connections and let's keep that list tight and let's swap people in and out, but let's focus on the quality of the connection. Because when you have quality connections, you're going to have a quality life. Does that make sense? I'm wondering, actually, as I look at these three things, catalytic connections, compelling conversations, or committed collaborators, which one of those three things do you think you need the most right now? Do you need warmer connections, more quality connections? Do you need to change how you're talking with the world? Do you need to get in some better rooms? Or do you really need collaborators and partners who will change things for you? Are you on your own too much? Just let us know in the comments as you're watching. That'll be great. What we want to do is provide a pathway that helps you go from cold connected to having catalytic connections. And I wish there was a switch that we could just flick, right? And all of a sudden you had it, or a list of warm connections you could buy. Like, go to peopleloveme.com and buy 100 warm connections who will serve you in every possible way you want. That doesn't work that way. We have to build them. And in building them, we grow and we change and we develop and we dream more and we find new things. It's a remarkable journey. But what we need to do is set some time aside for it. And so one way we do it is say, okay, John, let's get you surrounded by 100 incredible people. But let's be honest, it's going to be 3 months. And we're going to do it bit by bit by bit by bit. And if that's you and you're listening to this call and you want information on how we can help you be surrounded by 100 high quality people that's rich in clients, rich in collaborators, rich in life-giving, inspirational figures that push you towards your goals. If you want more high-quality relationships, please type the word academy below. That's one way we can help you make these shifts. The other way, which is really fun, is some of you just need to see what is possible with the work that we do. And we run little experiments every week where we give you one exercise. Let's get these 5 people across the line and into your world. Let's send them this message. Let's invite them to have this experience with you, right? And if you want to need to find out a bit more, but you're curious about the work, then just type experiment in the comments and we'll talk to you about how that can work. I'll reach out to you. But it should be a non-negotiable. You deserve warm, catalytic, powerful, influential, richly appropriate people in your life. You cannot go it alone. You cannot be cold connected, pushing people around like data points anymore. It's not life-giving and it's not sustainable. When it comes to the second category, moving you from the wrong rooms to having really compelling conversations. How many conversations do you need to have? The first and most important thing is we need to get you talking more. And we need to get you talking more deeply. This can happen online. It can happen offline. We have people have 50 conversations a day on Facebook, right? Easy. But 50 per week is fine. We just need to get you talking more and more deeply in a more memorable way that hits the heart. And again, similar to before, or the same as before. If you go, look, I need to change how I'm talking with the world. It's a problem. I'm hustling my way through it without really diving deep to the actual problem, which is me making a real imprint, an inspirational imprint in the lives of others, then type the word academy below, because we can change that in 3 months. And you are free and empowered because you have an incredible a methodology for engaging the world. Perhaps you want to do a conversation experiment. Type experiment underneath this video. The third shift, moving from a solo journey to having committed collaborators. 20 committed collaborators can utterly change your world and shift you towards your dreams in a big hurry. 20 committed collaborators. If you're in real estate, each one can easily give you 1 to 2 deals a year. 40 new deals a year, that changes your life. And if you want to know more about that, if you want to take that shift where you're building more intentionally into the lives of influential people and they're feeding you stuff and businesses flowing, if you want to do that, then again, we can go on a journey for 3 months. Type the word academy below. Make it super affordable, super fun. Or you can do a little experiment with us and we'll get that set up, right? So you can see how it works. But ultimately, you cannot reach your goals doing it all on your own. We have to get you out of the wrong rooms and into the right rooms. And we got to shift you from being coldly connected to being warmly connected. Because if you are surrounded by 100 catalytic people, if you're having 50 compelling conversations every week, every day you're engaging people in a more compelling way, if you have partners who are out there sending you business, then all your goals can come true. I hope this was helpful. I hope you've got notes scrawled over your piece of paper. But those 3 shifts, we got to go underneath the surface of the water. We can't keep clamoring for leads and hustling and door knocking and doing all that good stuff if we're not altering what's under the water, which is you connected to more people, the more of the right people in your community, people who just inspire you and get you up out of bed every morning. And you're having the kinds of conversations when you engage with people that they cannot forget because it's so memorable, both online and offline. And because you're forming these partnerships that are just ongoing and life-giving because you're helping them and they're helping you and business is flowing. If this was helpful, please type helpful underneath this video. I would love to help you some more. If you want to know about our academy, type academy if you've not already. If you want to do a little experiment together for 7 days and see if this works for you, type experiment. My name's Jeff Talbot. I'm calling from rainy New Zealand, but there is a chance right now for you to utterly transform your life. People have never been in more need of great human beings, and you can be that great human being for others, and they can be that great human being for you. And I'd like to be a great human being in your life that helps you do it. Type academy. I'll talk to you soon. Much love.